What is going on, guys? Today we're looking at the 93 rated Fabregas. So he is coming in from a 75 common. He went up to an 87 record breaker and now he is a 93. Other than this card, I think the highest rated card he has had is a 90 rated. He's had it a few times. In FIFA 12 he had a 90 man of the match. In FIFA 15 he had a team of the season 90, and then obviously in FIFA 18 he had a Futties 90. So this is technically the highest rated card he's had, and he is a 4-star, which is always perfect. I believe if we go to his record breaker, he was a 3-star, so he's had a lovely double upgrade of 1 and 1 on the 2 skill moves. He is normally a passing player, so that's going to be quite interesting. He's got leadership on his traits, pace has been upgraded, everything looks fantastic. So the chemistry style we've gone for is an anchor. It will give you 93 defending, 94 physicality, and also 97 pace. Turn him into a 94 DM, and across the ball, as you'll see, I think the lowest position he is in any position is 93. So he's very well rounded. Let's jump into him, and I think he's coming in at 130 with just an 82 and an 84, I think, or an 83 and an 84. Let's see what he's all about. We'll have a look at the overall, and let's get into some gameplay. Into Fabregas. Dunks it one way. Again, just sending Witsel down an absolute rabbit hole here. Oh, we've tried. We bit off too much, more than we can chew there. Leading this attack. Fabregas, like a lot of these big boy upgrades, has had a lovely little kind of pace upgrade. And obviously that, I wanted Fabregas to push forward there, but obviously with that in mind, normally pace doesn't really matter too much in terms of the upgrade, whereas this year they've really boosted it, which is very, very nice. And Fabregas definitely benefits from that because he isn't necessarily the quickest. I don't know the personal stat of how quick he is without it, because I don't think it's very much at all. I think it's one of the lowest on the cards, so it's nice to see him back in action. Obviously, unfortunately not for Barcelona, Arsenal or Chelsea, which was one of his moves, but most definitely not a bad card to be putting into your League 1 squad in Weekend League. He's got a great pass on him, which is always a big bonus. Finds in Neymar, and that's the first goal. Chin Mount does manage to get the ball through, but then does take it back. The 4-star as well is just a nice little touch to him. It generally is just them little things that make these cards so much better. And obviously as a centre mid, it's pretty good to have. Like, I don't think skill moves is massively important for more of a kind of a box to box, but I just think it's an added little bonus. The weak foot most definitely for me is 100% needed. As much as 5-5 you can get, definitely try and go for as much as the skill move / weak foot. That's Fabregas's lovely little take of possession there. Fabregas. Oh, that is sensational. What a ball into Mbappe on that wing. Going to try and flick it forward. I wanted to flick it a hell of a lot more than that. Doesn't manage to do anything with it, unfortunately. Fabregas. It's got good ball control. Oh, that's lovely. Again, battling with the opponent. Oh, that's poor. I wanted a ball roll, but unfortunately decided to do a heavy touch instead. Fabregas again. Oh, look at it. Every single time it's a sensational ball. Back in across, and obviously Neymar's going to go for the volley, and Bamba's going for the head instead. Fabregas is going to find it. Gets him on the score sheet. Starts the movement and ends it. That's what it's all about. He's a box to box and really can work defense and attack. I think Fabregas for me is very grindable. It is one of them cards that you could just get with absolute ease. Passing is quite nice. I kind of going for a little bit of a different angle, but it still worked out in the end. But I think he's just absolutely perfect for these sorts of roles there. Oh, I wanted Gelson to come closer, but he just manages to win the ball, manages to attack, defend. He's a solid all-round player. Yes, I'd probably take Acuna, Atal, Tonali in an absolute heartbeat, but for, what, 130k, kind of spice up that League 1 team a little bit. Definitely worth the coins. Fabregas literally just pops up from anywhere, manages to get the ball. Oh, we went for the spin, but didn't quite pay off. Oh, that is beautiful from bit of Fabregas. Finds a towel, but unfortunately, keeper went for it. Fabregas with the interception. Finds a little 1-2. Can we find it back? We do. A cross goal. What can I say? Literally, he is just doing it all on his own at this rate. Good interception. Gets the counter-attack working. We've got him running himself. Finds it. Wanted that big ball over. We saw the top right there. Somebody sprinting to make that run, but unfortunately didn't quite get the power behind it. So going into the overall for Fabregas then. A huge card, absolutely huge, especially for a player that has been in the game for so long. And again, I'm trying to go away from these generations, but when it's a player with this sort of caliber behind him, from Chelsea, from Barca, from Arsenal, now to Monaco, it's a cracking card, especially seen as though since FIFA 10, this is the highest rated card he's actually got. And he's had a lovely upgrade from obviously his 75 gold common, a 50 increase on his pace, 25 shooting, 16 passing, 18 dribbling, 27 defending and 32 physical is a huge upgrade. I know obviously he has got the 87, but if you just kind of take that in from a 75 to a 93, that is a huge increase and probably one of the biggest pace increases we've actually ever seen. I don't know, let me know down below. Might be a Matt HD game of kind of myths, but I think 50 pace is a huge increase. And the best thing about this game is they've done it right, in my opinion. The pace seems legit. He seems 93 pace. Yes, give or take. Maybe if you've got someone who bases on 93, might have that little edge. But I do think you definitely can feel a huge upgrade from all of his stats. He's got a clean dribble on him, very good close control, passing is absolutely exquisite, which is what Fabregas was all about. But the one thing I really like with him, his box-to-boxness, gonna pan that word, is absolutely incredible. He's got the shot on him, he's managed to score quite a few goals already. His defensive ability with the anchor again is sensational. He's just a very good card, and I think we're starting to now get quite a nice variety of actual midfielders, not necessarily a DM or a cam. We're getting actual midfielders that can do both. Acuna, Verratti, we've got did I say Atal? I said Atal and Acuna, Verratti, obviously Tonali, maybe not necessarily as attacking driven, but definitely has the stats to be able to, but most definitely a very well-rounded card. And again, we've got another one here. Absolutely sensational to see these cards at the peak of their kind of level, and it's really nice to get so many good Futties cards. We've had a lot of SBCs, and with the 87 times 10, with obviously the 85 times 10, we've managed to complete pretty much most of them. So that is always something really good, alongside obviously having the Eusebios, the Cruyffs, the R9s, the R10, sorry, and obviously Hullet himself. So it is really good to see this part of the game through, and now getting the information for FIFA 22. So it's just a fun time to be on the game, to be honest. Some really big cards. I think if anything, it's just nice to have a variety of mega cards as such. But overall for Fabregas, I think he is a great player. Would I necessarily choose him over the Acunas, the Atals? Probably not, because I think them being 5'5" is what makes them even better. But definitely a link between him and Verratti. Then obviously having like an Mbappe, a Martins, a Neymar up front, you've got an absolutely cracking midfield there. Hakimi got a right mid, obviously Bamba for me is on the left. It's a very, very good attacking team. Overall wise for Fabregas, I'm going to have to give him a solid 9.6. I think in taking every stat in, judging him against the 5-star midfielders that we've had, I think he's definitely up there. Still got a little bit to go, but I think that is just animation kind of like based, and obviously being capped at 93 rather than going up to the 98, the 95s. So overall, I think 9.5 is respectable for him. I think he's got a great SBC price, just 2 SBCs which you can do with absolute ease, just an 84 and an 82. So again, very, very simple to do. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peaces.